Namaste, Jai Bharat. These days it has become more when people speak upon impressions which they have of their own. In the past, European philosophy, right from the Greek days, used to be speculative philosophy. You speculate. But there is a difference between speculation and impressions that you might form. The speculations have some grounds, some very logical grounds, maybe not very rational as you understand rationality in modern times, but then speculation has their own very logical grounds, and systematic it shall be, very systematically. It's a thought based on logic and very systematically progressing thought, which also has a structure. But impressions are nothing of that sort. Impressions are very fanciful. They absolutely have no logic. They have no structure in many cases. They also don't have sense, in other words. Only for some people. But those impressions can be very rhetorically beautiful. Rhetorically beautiful and impressive to others, some others. So there are instances when people speak on impressions, not even speculations. Speaking on speculation itself is incorrect in the real sense of the term. But speculation, that's the case. But if you speak only on impressions, it shall take you nowhere. But then, the impression speakers, let me create a category of impression speakers. You find them in all kinds of fields, all kinds of areas of existence. What example should I give? You look at the Pakistani society. They have some impressions, and which are general impressions, and which are common with many people. And there are hardly any exceptions. And one such impression is that Pakistan has got everything. First postulate. Pakistan has got everything. First postulate. Second postulate. Pakistan has got talents. Second postulate. Pakistani people are very capable people. Third postulate. Pakistan has the greatest army in the world. Fourth postulate. Pakistan is a very courageous people, daring people. Another postulate. None of them are correct. First of all, Pakistan has got everything. This is an impression which people carry because it's simply smooth on imagination to carry that impression that everything is good with us. We are wonderful people. It's a foolishly smooth on imagination, and in the process you yourself are becoming fool inadvertently or willingly, but without you realizing it, you are becoming or you have already become a big fat fool. We have everything. We are like Bharat, and they have this stupid attitude of comparing themselves with Bharat on every step. At every instance, they are trying to compare, and they say whatever drawbacks they have, they will say the same thing is here in Bharat also. They say India में भी ऐसे ही है. As if the person who speaks just knows it. He doesn't know anything about Bharat. He had never visited, I think, Bharat. He'd never come. We don't give them visas anymore so easily. So they also have Bharat mein bhi aise hi hai. Whatever we see in Pakistan, you see in India also. This is one thing they wanted to say. Primarily, they compare. Each situation they compare themselves with Bharat and say they are either better or at least as good as us. This is an impression which, because it's smooth on imagination, one would like to carry and propagate it and speak about it. But for their rulers, whosoever it is, and whatever kind of ruling they have, we have no idea what kind of rule they really have. Because there are three parallel administrations. One, the so-called helpless civil society, and the so-called supposed helpless elected people. Of course, the elections are a big farce. When the army decides who is to come, what, they accordingly manipulate the voting pattern and etc. Voting, counting, human beings are involved. They manipulate. And ultimately, whosoever the army wants rules. Second is army itself, another kind of administration, parallel to civil administration. Army is everything. They have their self-assumed authority. They themselves will decide their pay structure, pay pattern, facilities, all kinds of things. They are of their own. Then the third kind of category are the religious authorities. The mullahs, they have their own say and their own ways of doing things. All the three operate together in one society to make a mess of that society, and they really do make a mess of the society. That's a fundamental problem. The problem of Pakistan is that they are very Islam in their own eyes. They are suffering from the Iqbal's version of Islam, which has nothing to do with Islam of Saudi. That's the point. It is very far from the architect Islam, fitting into their own convenience with all these foolish notions fitted into it. Minus that, maybe the religion is good, I don't know. But here you have a lot of foolish notions playing. Speaking on impressions, if you watch the videos of Pakistan, there is all these kind of things. There is no dearth of talents, my God. There is no dearth of talents. But we don't have opportunities. Okay. But there are quite a few Pakistanis living abroad. Why don't we see that out there in space and time? That their abilities are demonstrated. See, I'm comparing this for your understanding. Not that I want to boost myself or boast myself. The CEOs of many companies are basically Bharatiyas, people from India. I don't know how to take their names. And they have worked themselves. They earned the credit of going into higher positions. If we can do it, why can't your people do it without the help of your government? Here the government has not helped. Government must have facilitated in some cases, unknowingly. It's individuals' own effort. If you really have talent, people would have come out from the society. Someone at least will have been a CEO of some companies abroad, or doing well in some other positions. But in your case, no one is like that. So, impressions may give you a lot of food. Impressions may be very soothing on imaginations. And you go on living in impressions, ultimately you are becoming a fool. And a big fat fool. So leave impressions alone. Don't go by impressions. Be serious for a change. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Jai Shri Ram.